Happy Halloween, everybody! Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. I'm your host, Destiny Velasquez, and let's get into Halloween Smackdown Special Edition. I gotta say, having SmackDown fall on Halloween is like the coolest thing ever. Because not only we get to see our favorite wrestlers on on most people's favorite holiday, but we get to see them in crazy costumes. Heck, we could even see a potential match happening where it's a trick or treat street fight or a Nightmare on Elm Street street fight, or better yet, we can even have people fighting in the stands and people throwing candy at them. That's like the coolest thing you could ever see in WWE. Now, tonight, of course, SmackDown, the last night before Saturday main event, where not two, not three, but four titles are on the line tomorrow night. We have Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Championship. We have Jey Uso versus CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We got Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the Women's Championship. And of course, for all my Dirty Dom fans out there, he is going to be in a triple threat match against Penta and Rusev for the Intercontinental Championship. I gotta say, right now, Halloween this year is starting to looking pretty awesome in my case. Now, for SmackDown matches tonight, for all we know, we have a face to face of Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. We are going to hear Jay Cargill speak about what happened last week due to the incident of her beating the crap out of Tiffany Stratton and possibly breaking her kneecap due to the stepping on her knee from the male staircase from last week. And then, of course, Carmelo Hayes will face one half of the Pretty Deadly Boys, and then one half of the women's tag team champions, Alexa Bliss, will face former Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. All in all, tonight, it's gonna be a crazy night. But speaking of craziness, and of course, being an on Halloween, where is the Wyatt Six? Now, for all my White Six fans out there, this is probably like their favorite holiday of the year. I mean, like, dressing up in scary costumes, scaring people, taking down the tag team division right now. Because so far they're doing great as tag team champions. I mean, right now they are terrorizing AAA right now. Facing Psycho Clown and the other dude, their reign of terror will literally be vengeance on AAA. It's gonna be insane. But right now they're on SmackDown, and who knows? We could probably see a potential DIY versus the Wyatt Six, or a rematch between the Street Profits, or who knows? We could even see a match of the more Machine Guns versus the Wyatt Six. Either way, the Wyatt Six will come out tonight, and it's gonna be a frightful night for everybody in that locker room on Halloween night. Now, Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. I gotta say, these girls right now, they have done great thus far in the women's division. I mean, Alexa Bliss as a current women's WWE Tag Team Champion. Nia Jax, she's been doing, great so far. I've seen her a couple clips on NXT. She did a good job of Women's Evolution. She terrorized Last Legend a few weeks ago on NXT, which, by the way, that was pretty awesome in my case. But who knows what tonight will bring us? And Alexa Bliss, we all know she's definitely gonna come in her creepy costume with the doll. Who knows? She could be Carrie. She could be the bride of Chucky, or let's see, what other creepy girl? Oh, how about the girl from Terrifier 3? Now, okay, now she was very, very, very creepy. So who knows? Alexa Bliss could be her for Halloween. Who knows? But we will find out soon. Now, for all my Halloween fans out there, if you guys watched Halloween Havoc, you would have to know Halloween Havoc was the coolest Halloween Havoc I've ever seen. I mean, last year was like okay, but this year they literally went overboard. And when I mean overboard, I mean literally overboard, where we get the Dark State versus the Hardy Boys, and they literally put on the craziest match you would ever think, and especially a broken rules match. You got tables everywhere, you got ladders everywhere, you got, and it was literally like a tornado tag team where it was two guys facing five guys. I mean that match was literally insane. And the Hardy Boys, they did not, I repeat, they did not miss a beat when they had that match. I mean, the crazy jump moves, the double team moves, the ladder tricks, especially the way one of the Hardy dudes flipped over and he bam smashed two tables in that landing. Two freaking tables. I mean, it was electrifying. Oh, and then let's not forget, of course, the AAA Latin American champion Wagner Jr. versus all ego Ethan Page for the North American Championship. And I gotta say, the way he paid tribute to Rey Mysterio with that mask, and then Ethan Page ripping that mask off of him, it was like rewatching the 1997 Halloween Havoc when it was Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio Jr. for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Now, the Day of the Dead match, that was like freaking insane. I cannot believe it. Like, that was the coolest thing I ever saw. And Ethan Page ripping out Wagner Jr.'s mask, it was like rewatching that match again. And I gotta say, that was a really humble moment. I thought it was a good tribute to Eddie Guerrero himself, God rest his soul, and Rey Mysterio Jr. It was just too good to be true. To me, it was too good to be true. Now, SmackDown, we all know it's going to go crazy. You know, last promos, last fights, anything we can get our hands on until tomorrow, where tomorrow it's going to be a very eventful Saturday. Now, for people who want Cody to retain, look, I love Cody as much as the next guy, but I feel like now this could be Drew McIntyre's time. I don't know why, I don't know how, but maybe Drew McIntyre could be our new undisputed champion. How? I don't know. Maybe when someone comes out and sabotages the match somehow. Let's say a current legend in the business who has been a brother to Cody, who's been a tag team partner for Cody for I don't know how many times. His brother in arms, hint hint. Who knows? He could possibly turn, and that could lead to a potential match at maybe Survivor Series, or a potential match at Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, or maybe a crazy match heading to WrestleMania. All in all, we will find out tomorrow. As for other title matches, Jey Uso and CM Punk. Look, I love Jey Uso. Look, I love the main event guy. He's doing great so far as a singles guy. But this is CM Punk's time. And he had the title for 5 minutes. Let that sink in for a second. He had the title for 5 minutes until Seth Rollins cashed in. But not only he cashes in, but he fakes an injury to cash in on that title and to win everything. That just goes to show you, karma is, I'm not going to say it because there could be kids listening, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Karma really is a bitch, and the reason why is because he fakes an injury, and then a few months later, he gets injured for real, and he has to vacate the title. That kind of reminds me of when he was in the Authority. And if you guys remember, of course, the Authority was the corporate guys: Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, half of the half like maybe partial the roster, Randy Orton, Big Show. I think Daniel Bryan was involved at some point. Brock Lesnar was involved, and one of the guys from the Wyatt family, man, I forgot his name. Either way, of course they were involved. And then Seth Rollins, who was in the Authority, he wins Money in the Bank. He cashes in at WrestleMania, and then a few months into being a champion, he gets injured and he vacates the title. Now, when they did that again, I gotta say, it was like a full circle moment of how literally the same thing could happen again. You pretend to have an injury, you really don't have an injury, so you become a champion, and then when you become a champion, you lose the title. Like, yeah, not only lose the title, but you lose the title by having an injury for real, like it's a legitimate injury. It's nothing fake, nothing on social media where it's like it's a fake injury, he's pretending for the cameras or anything. Like, no, it's for real. He has a sling, he had surgery, so he's gonna be out for a few months. And now this is CM Punk's time. Like like he said before, when he came back to the business, he just wants to make money, he wants to show up, he wants to show up in appearances, and he wants to win titles. He's been saying that since the day he came back to WWE. And I don't blame him for that. I mean, look, yeah, he made friends back in the day, he had tag team partners and whatever, but look, look at him now. He's like in I think his maybe early 50s or something. Half of his buddies, in quotation marks, buddies, they've been gone and retired right now, so it's only him. And after John Cena retires, he's gonna be in that ring with the other veterans. And by other veterans, I mean AJ Styles and another veteran, I forgot his name, but he's in there too somehow. But right now, this is Punk's time. Like, I love Jey Uso. I love what he did with the title reign. I thought it was pretty cool and all. He beat Gunther at WrestleMania. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but he fought against the odds. He did what he had to do, and he did a great job. But this is Punk's time right now, and I'm gonna chant for CM Punk tomorrow. I don't know if anyone else is gonna chant for CM Punk tomorrow. I don't know if people are going to root for Jey Uso tomorrow. Look, right now it's a 50-50 chance between either of these two guys to win the world title. But for me, my money is on my boy, the best in the world, CM Punk. Now, for the women's championship, I'm sorry, but I do not care if Jay Cargill wins. I'm sorry. Look, people like Jay or whatever when she was in AEW. She liked they must like her independent scene. But again, like I said before, she's not on anyone's level. She's not on Nia Jax's level. She's not on Tiffany Stratton's level. She's not on Nikki Bella's level. Heck, she's not even on Naomi's level. And her and Naomi were tag team partners for a while, but she's not even on their level. She thinks she is, but she really isn't. I mean, look, I've seen this girl move. I've seen this girl wrestle. She's just not there yet. Heck, they should have signed her to NXT a few months ago, back when, like, before she debuted at the Royal Rumble. They should have signed her to NXT, like, to learn the ropes, learn the moves, make sure she knew how to take bumps, make sure she knew how to sell the moves. But right now, she's not. It's like she second guesses herself every time she walks in that ring. And plus, she cannot take a punch. I mean, hello, she couldn't even take a punch a few weeks ago when she was in a triple threat match against Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax, and look how that happened. Not only she lost, but she had a busted eye that night. Or I think she got injured. Yeah, she got injured somehow on her face and it left a scar. But look, all in all, that match, again, I could care less. I mean, look, I love Tiffany Stratton, but maybe this could be an opportunity for her to lose, give some time to herself. Maybe go after some more championships. Maybe go after a tag team title for all we know. But for Jade, again, I can care less about her because she's not on the championship level yet. She isn't. So if she wins, I I don't think I'm going to care more about that than the Drew McIntyre match, than the CM Punk match, and of course Dom Mysterio, because hello, Dirty Dom, duh, obviously. But as for Jay and Tiffany, I don't know how it's gonna play out in the end. But if Jay Cargill wins, I really do not care of how they're gonna make that title reign even remotely awesome than when they had Naomi as champion, or Rhea Ripley, or Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Nikki Bella. Like, all those girls, they put their title reigns on the map for everyone to see. They literally paved the way for women's wrestling. And right now, for Jade, I just don't see it. Who knows? Maybe she can surprise me in the end, but I don't know. Right now, my gut's telling me her title reign is not gonna end well. Speaking of title reigns, we are now reaching Dominic Mysterio, where 6 months ago he won the Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania. I mean, what better way to win it than a fatal four way and then to pin your Judgment Day brother Finn Balor? Oh my god, that I rewatched that match over and over and over again, and it was just incredible. And now he is a double champion in WWE. He's going to defend the title against Rusev and Penta, two big guys right now. And who knows? Maybe he wins it by cheating. He wins it by fair and square. Maybe he wins with help. Or the worst case scenario, he loses. He loses it, and I might lose my mind. Okay, well, maybe I lose my mind, but it would be kind of sad to see him lose a title. I mean, I've been this guy's fan since WrestleMania 39 when he faced his dad at WrestleMania, and it was the coolest thing I ever saw. Him doing the prison entrance, and he had the mask on, replica of his dad, and he had like the ring gear, a little bit replica of Eddie Guerrero plus his dad put together. Now he's gonna face two former competitors, which he has beaten more than once. I mean, that was more than once, but he's gonna face him in a triple threat match. And for triple threat matches, literally anything can happen. There's no disqualifications. There's no countouts. Literally anything could happen in a triple threat match where Who knows? Like Dom Mysterio could be knocked out outside the ring. It could be Penta and Rusev fighting, or Penta's gonna be knocked outside the ring. It could be Rusev and Dom fighting, or better yet, Rusev and Penta could just team up together, take down Dominic, and then by the end of it, we could see who wins. It could be Rusev or it could be Penta. Like there are so many possibilities of a triple threat match. Plus, again, there is no disqualifications, so anybody could come into the ring. It could be someone. It could be someone from the Judgment Day. It could be Sheamus to take down Rusev. It could be the Americanos taking out Penta and Rusev. Like again, so many possibilities. Now, the off chance of Finn Balor coming out to help Dominic, oh my god, that is a very, 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 very long stretch. That I mean, if even possible, even if it's possible for Finn to help out his Judgment Day brother. I mean, this week he blames Dominic for losing the tag team titles to AJ and Dragon Lee. I can't discuss it enough. That Dom is a fighting champion right now. He's been defending the Intercontinental Championship way more times than I can even count. He defended the AAA Mega Championship against Dragon Lee a few nights ago, and now he's going to defend it again against two former competitors he has beaten more than once. And Finn Balor defended it once. Finn Balor defended the tag team championships one time, and he lost. Like, what does that say about you, Finn? Like, you really don't get it, do you? You really don't get it. So, in my opinion, Finn could cost Dominic the match, and which of course we've all been saying this could lead to Dom and Finn fighting. Maybe this time this could lead to Finn bringing back his old gimmick, the Demon, which of course we all knew. Everybody loved that guy back in NXT years. He had the crazy makeup and the crazy outfit on. He had that look on his face of craziness, and he did anything he can to like win a championship, and if anybody was in his way, he would destroy them. Right now, I've seen the hints. I've seen the hints and all the clues about him turning on Dominic, but also him bringing back his ego, of course, the Demon, which we all knew and liked back in NXT years. Now, for him to portray Dom right now, I don't know. It's probably me. It's too early. It's too early for him to portray Dominic, but maybe it could happen at Survivor Series. I mean, think about it. Survivor Series is in Petco Park where the Padres play, and it's in San Diego. That's Dominic's hometown. That's his people. So imagine Dominic losing the title in his hometown because of Finn Balor. That could lead to a great storyline between him and Finn, leading up to like potential championship matches, and then the Royal Rumble, and the Elimination Chamber, and then bam, back to WrestleMania, where maybe this time Finn Balor can get his WrestleMania win. If anybody remembers, all past Judgment Day members have won at WrestleMania. Rhea Ripley won at WrestleMania 39 when she beat Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Damian Priest of WrestleMania 40, he cashed in on Drew McIntyre and became the new World Heavyweight Champion. And then of course, this year, Dominic Mysterio winning the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 41. And for once, we hear cheers instead of boos from him when he won that match. Now I think WrestleMania 42 coming up in the next few months, this could be his time. Look, he's had WrestleMania moments in the past. You know, him winning the Crown Championship against Bobby Lashley. He did a great Hell in a Cell match against Edge at WrestleMania 39. But of course, he lost. But this could be another WrestleMania win for him. It could be for a title, it could be just a match, a normal match, but he wins at WrestleMania. Like, this could be his time. The only way it would be his time is if he betrayed Dom, and that could lead to them having a riff and leading them to a good match. Now, when Finn betrayed Damien, look, I understood. You know, he was mad at that time a year ago. He was almost a champion against Seth, but then Damien screwed him over with the briefcase. We've all heard the story. We all saw the clips. We all watched SummerSlam that year. But for him and Dom, I don't know. There's still a lot. There's still a lot to process. There's still a lot more history between them. I mean, heck, they didn't even know each other until Dom went to the main roster. Like, he skipped the independent scene, he skipped the NXT year, and he literally went to the he met he went to the main event roster with his father, which of course led to the Mysterios versus Judgment Day mishap, then led to Clash of the Castle, when of course Dom betrayed his father, and that led to him joining the Judgment Day. Now, Dom and Finn were like brothers. We all saw the pictures. We all saw the clips. Him and Dom were like brothers. Dom supported Finn. Finn supported Dom. They did everything they could to be a champion, to stay a champion in the WWE. The Judgment Day at that time were on top of the world. They were on top of the mountain. Like, they literally had everything. They had the tag team titles. Dom had the NXT North American title. Rhea Ripley had the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Damian Priest was seeing your Money in the Bank. Until a certain time, it all went crashing down, and Finn, he just got bitter and bitter and bitter and bitter. When he won tag team titles, he was less bitter. But now he's even more bitter now since Dom is the main guy. People love him. They're buying his shirts. They're chanting his name. They're loving him in both countries, United States and Mexico. But Finn's not getting all of that. He's not getting all the glory. He's not getting the limelight like he's supposed to. Meanwhile, Dom's getting it, and he's freaking pissed. Look, I'd be pissed too, but I wouldn't hold a grudge against them. For him, he holds his grudges. So right now, this grudge will just keep eating at him and eating at him and eating at him until the day he betrays him. Will that day be tomorrow? Or will it be at a Survivor Series? Will it be at Royal Rumble? Will it be at Elimination Chamber? Will it be at WrestleMania? We do not know. But the time will come, and when it will, their storyline, their matches will be a sight to see. Well, that's all I have for today, guys. Be sure to watch SmackDown tonight, Halloween Special Edition in Salt Lake City, and then tomorrow, Saturday main event, where of course all four titles on the line. We have retained championships, or will we have new championships for the WWE? We don't know, but we will find out soon. Hope you guys have an amazing Halloween. Talk to you guys soon, and everyone has a blessed day.